What's up everyone, back for another non-alcoholic beer review, and the beer I'm reviewing today comes from the Blue Moon Brewing Company, and they are under the Molson Coors umbrella, and they are headquartered in Golden, Colorado, and this is their non-alcoholic Belgian White. So they're calling this one a non-alcoholic Belgian-style wheat brew, aka a Belgian-style Witbier. And on the side of the label, it does say malt beverage brewed with natural flavors. And I'm pretty sure they're also brewing this one where I think the natural flavors come in is coriander and orange peel. It comes in at less than 0.5% alcohol by volume. No IBUs listed. Time of review, I don't know exactly how old this can is, but it does have a best by date of December 16th of 2024. We're just over 4 months away from that date. So according to the brewery, we should be more than good to go. So about 10-15 minutes ago, I reviewed their Blue Moon a Belgian White, the regular base beer, and you'll see that one about 3 or 4 weeks before this review. I wanted to review the base one first because I've had it numerous times before, and I just kind of wanted to get the base one out there because I wanted to review this one and kind of compare it to the base one. So I do have the base Blue Moon off camera here, and we'll try to compare it at the end to see exactly how it stands up to the base, because a lot of people have told me that this one is very similar to the regular Blue Moon. I guess we will see. So I give the regular Blue Moon a 3.6. I think it's fine for the style. There's better within the style from American breweries like Allagash White, and for me, Amagang Wit. But, you know, as far as like from a macro company, you know, Molson Coors, I think it's all right. I think it's pretty solid. So anyway, this is in a can, that was in a bottle. Will it make a difference? I guess we'll see. They're very close in age. The best by date on this one's 2 weeks after that. So I'd imagine the freshness is pretty close. So anyway, we're going to give this one a pour and see what we got going on here. I want to go a little bit more aggressive this time because I didn't get a huge head like this on the base one. Probably just the way I poured it. So I kind of wanted to go a little bit more aggressive with the pour here. And we'll leave the goodies at the bottom for, you know, to pour in at the end if there's like yeast sediment and whatnot. So as far as how this beer looks, because of the crazy pour, it has almost 3.5 fingers of this super infinitely creamy looking head. It's like off-white. It looks super vibrant. Almost looks like a nitro head where it's not going anywhere. Now, the body of the beer, the look of it, this compared to the regular has more of like a yellow-orange color, where the other one was just like a straight-up like vibrant orange color. This one looks more like sunshine. You hold it up to a light. Yeah, it still has the same murky, turbid goodness, but it's just a little bit more vibrant and a little bit lighter in color. I mean, I guess I'll hold them up just so you can see what I'm talking about as far as the colors go. As you can see, the regular Blue Moon is definitely darker. I hope it comes off on camera because this is definitely lighter. But yeah, it looks really nice as I almost break a bottle. But anyway, yeah, that looks beautiful. I'm gonna pour a little bit more in here, and then we'll, at this point, probably doesn't even matter as it's settled and as I poured and everything. So the goodies are probably already getting mixed in there as we speak, but we'll see. Throw this back over there. But it has like a dip in it. My camera sucks, but it has like a dip in the middle where I pour it. It looks like, I don't know, it just looks like the head of like a hot chocolate or something. It's fantastic. But anyway, looks beautiful. Anyway, let's get a nose. Whew. Okay, so I don't know if it's because they say natural flavors on there or whatnot, but this is coming off as like a candied orange, more so than like the real authentic like orange peel in the base. It has that like almost, yeah, just straight, like if you've ever had like any kind of like sugary candy, whether it's like a Starburst or a Skittles or something in that realm, that like sugary synthetic orange character, that's what's in the nose here. Smells completely different than the base. It doesn't smell bad because I like that, but this kind of smells like almost like a sweet soda pop. It almost smells like a Sunkist or a Fanta or something like that. Crush, orange crush. It's a little bit of like a generic graininess from the malt. Not really picking up on the coriander, although there is maybe a little bit of spiciness there, but it's more like a generic spiciness, like almost like a peppery kind of like herbaceousness. Probably from the coriander. Yeah, so again, I'm starting to realize when a lot of folks say that like this is like good in comparison to the base, like they did a good job like with it. Now, I don't know how it's going to taste, but in the nose, these are two completely different beers. This smells to me like a Sunkist, Orange Crush, Fanta, or like that's what it smells like. It smells like that, you know, synthetic natural or artificial kind of orange. I like that. Like, I love orange soda pop. I'll fuck some orange soda pop up. I'm fat. Look at me. So I enjoy that. But like, you're trying to replicate what Blue Moon is, and Blue Moon does not smell like this. And I just reviewed it again 15, 20 minutes ago. Doesn't smell bad, just doesn't really replicate Blue Moon. It has a lack of complexity here, but a lot of these non-alcoholic beers do because they don't have any alcohol, and you know, it's hard. It's very hard to make a beer that kind of replicates a regular alcoholic beer. But anyway, let's get into it. Cheers, everyone. Man. Okay, so here's the thing. This doesn't really, to me, replicate Blue Moon all that well. There is some decent hints in here, but this is pretty fucking good. For a non-alcoholic beer, this is pretty fucking good. Anyway, let's go back in. Body in it's not bad. It's very similar to the base. I think this is maybe a little bit thinner than the base, which makes sense. But this is higher side of light, lower side of medium, more approaching lower side of medium, where the base is like straight up medium. So I think the body here is nice for what it is. The mouthfeel is pretty good too. I don't find it as effervescent and crisp on the palate as the base, but it does have a smooth, somewhat creamy kind of sensation. So by mouthfeel, not far off from the base. Like, I think that's pretty impressive. Again, the one thing that I've really noticed with non-alcoholic beers, you know, reviewing them over the past year, is that a lot of them really lack in body and mouthfeel because there is no alcohol. So there's like no substantial kind of heft to most of these beers. And then the mouthfeel a lot of times is disappointing. That's not an issue here, which is nice. The taste, however, tale of two different beers, despite being labeled as a non-alcoholic version of this. Like, it definitely doesn't taste anything like the base to me. I shouldn't say anything. There's a minimal amount of like characteristics that carry over from the base to this. So let's dive into it. So forefront, I do get a grainy kind of malt sensation. Got the same in the base. However, in the base, I talked more like about like a honey malt, kind of like a honey wheat bread. Not quite to that level here. I could say wheat bread, but not to that level. Dives underneath the palate. After that, though, the main characteristic on my palate from front to back is a sweet, juicy, somewhat artificial or natural orange character. When I was talking about in the nose, this smelling like an orange soda pop, whether it's Sunkist, Crush, or Fanta, that's exactly what the taste is. It has a sweeter, like orange kind of characteristic to it. And guess what? I said it as I was, getting the aromas. I like orange soda pop. Therefore, I like the taste of this. This is very refreshing and enjoyable. And it's not as sweet as, a soda pop would be, but it has enough sweetness to kind of keep me interested. It is quite dry on the finish too. So on the finish, I get a little bit of that like peppery herbaceousness that I was talking about in the nose. Finish is semi to full on dry. No bitterness to speak of here. Obviously, almost no alcohol in here, so you can't really taste the alcohol. I'm gonna pour the rest in here just to see if it changes anything up. But let me just tell you this right now off the rip. As a beverage goes, and I'm not saying stylistically, I'm not saying as a beer, I'm just saying, what would I rather drink? Would I rather drink this, right? Or this? And I guess if I wanted to get a buzz on, I'd obviously go with the regular Blue Moon. However, on a strictly from a taste standpoint, and the impressiveness that this does have no alcohol, but still comes off a little bit like a beer, just slightly, and it's only 80 calories for this can. I'd rather have this than the regular. I know, whatever, shut me off, unsubscribe. I know, I'm terrible at what I do. It's fine. But, and again, this uses a Valencia orange peel, just the other one they make a big deal about, but this tastes like a slightly beerish version of an orange soda pop. That's exactly what this is, and I'm cool with that. So I would say this, as far as a non-alcoholic Belgian-style Witbier goes, I have to be 100% honest with you, and I'd give this like a high 2.75. I go like 2.8, 2.85, somewhere in that realm. That's what I would give this, like stylistically speaking. However, here on my channel, I always talk about personal preference. That's where I rate beers. And I will say this, for a non-alcoholic, Belgian wheat ale, Belgian wheat brew, whatever you want to call it, I like the taste of this, even though it isn't like stylistically spot on. Not really even close, to be honest with you, but it's a good beverage. So I'm actually going to give this a low 4 out of 5. I'm going to go 3.95 out of 5. Yeah, she gave the non-alcoholic Belgian White from Blue Moon a 3.95 out of 5. I just fucking, it tastes like a beerish version of orange soda. I mean, like, what more do you want? And the reason why, and is, I know people see that I call it soda pop. Here in the Buffalo, New York area, and a lot of states that are border Canada, a lot of us call it pop. A lot of people call it soda. A lot of people call everything just Coke, right? Or some people in the South and call it soft drinks. I always say soda pop, so you know what I'm talking about. I don't really say soda. I say pop, but I'm sure a lot of you say soda, so I just say soda pop, just to let you know. But anyway, 3.95 out of 5, personal preference. That's really good. Let me go one more sip, because I don't want to fuck it up. That's what it is, man. It's nice. It almost has Tang. Kind of tastes like Tang a little bit. And I love me some, I haven't had Tang in like 20 plus years probably, but Tang was pretty good. Like I like that, the taste of it. And that's kind of what it tastes like. It tastes like kind of like that powdery, sugary, like orange mix. And again, from a beverage standpoint, I enjoy this one, but in no way would I say this is better than the base beer if we're talking stylistically and like comparing them. Now, price point availability, hell did I spill some over here? How the fuck did I spill some over here? Did I even pour any over there? I'm a mess. Anyway, price point availability, exact same as the base Blue Moon here in the Buffalo, New York area. $11 a 6-pack or $20 a 12-pack. These might come in the 15-pack of cans for $20 too. I didn't see them, so I'm not sure. So that's tough to pay the exact same price for something that has 5% less ABV. But again, it's a non-alcoholic beer. It's expensive. It's, you know, it is what it is. A lot of people don't like paying it. And availability, I don't know what the non-alcoholic version. I know Blue Moon pretty much gets everywhere, but I don't know about this. So if you have seen this one, post in the comment section, let me know. And I'm going to cleanse my palate, because I kind of want to do a side-by-side here. I'm not doing a cuvee, so anybody who wants me to do a cuvee, that's out the window, or maybe I will. I don't know. All right, let me go back to the base real quick. Get a nose, and then... Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's like night and day. This smells like a Belgian Witbier. This smells like orange soda. I think after that sip, definitely can tell the body and mouthfeel a little bit bigger. It has beer properties, because that's what it is. And that coriander really kind of hits on the back of the palate. It has this peppery, herbaceous kind of like spiciness to it, which is really nice. And that orange marmalade character I was talking about when I reviewed this one, now letting it sit out, you know, for 10, 15 minutes or whatever it's been, it's more of like an authentic, like pithy kind of, you know, orange peel, orange zest, orange rind. Pretty solid. Tang, orange soda. It's good. It's good, but I would say if someone handed this to me blind and I couldn't see it and I drank it, I would think this is like somebody's like orange seltzer. Like, or like a lot of these breweries coming out with like soda pop seltzers where it's like an orange or grape or whatever. That's what I would think this is, because that's what it's kind of coming off as. Fuck, we're going to do, you know what? We're going to do a cuvee. Why not? Who the fuck cares? Make this video 20 minutes long. And I can always just grab singles of these whenever if I want them, or 6-packs. It doesn't matter. It's not like I'm ruining them because I paid for them. Anyway, we'll give it a pour. Oh, we're not going to be able to get it all? Come on. All right, so what I'm going to do here. All right, we got it all in. But now I'm going to pour it in here because I want to spill some, is what I want to do. Look at this exact science, even though it's not. As I lick the side so it doesn't spill and it spills anywhere. I'm a fucking idiot, so. All right. I'm going to end up finishing these before the end of the fucking review. All right, there we go. So we'll throw this one over here. Let me cleanse my palate for the 43rd time. All right, beautiful. Looks better than both of them on their own. It lightened up the base one, I would say. Yeah, looks really nice. Aroma. It kind of smells like that with a little bit of that like artificial / natural orange flavor. Or aroma, I should say. Doesn't smell bad. Let's get into it. Cheers. Ladies and gentlemen, that might be the play. You combine them, it's around 6%, maybe a little bit under, like 5.8 or something. Wow. It's kind of like you took the regular Blue Moon and you added a little bit more orange intensity, of course, of the natural / artificial variety. But I think it works. It just amplifies the orange character, but you still get the base beer. I think this is the way I would give that like a high 4, like a 4.1. I think that's better than both. So the cuvee, aka the cuvee, of both of these is actually better than either of them on their own, which is wild. I don't know. Fuck me. Anyway, I'm going to shut this one down. So again, if you've had this beer and you compared it to the regular Blue Moon, if you had this beer and you haven't, post in the comment section and let me know what you thought about it. To me, I'm starting to learn that more often than not, a lot of folks who say like this is very comparable to the base one either haven't done a side-by-side or, again, we have different palates, but there's been like 1 or 2 beers where I'm like, I can see that. Like, it makes sense. Like Deschutes Black Butte Porter, which you should see before this one, the non-alcoholic version, very akin to the regular one, like probably like 75%-ish of the regular one. This one, I'd give like 10 or 20%, like somewhere in that realm. Like it's kind of its own beast, but it's pretty fucking good for a non-alcoholic beer. So anyway, I'm going to shut down this incredibly long review. Appreciate everybody stopping by for another non-alcoholic beer review. Check back probably in 3 or 4 weeks. I'll have something else. There's a lot of non-alcoholic beers out there, so there's more to try. If you have any suggestions, post in the comment section, and I'll try to get to them as soon as humanly possible. Anyway, to the next one. Cheers.